women's sports. Would this bill require all women's sports programs to make biological women compete against biological males with gender dysphoria?
They wouldn't have to have gender dysphoria. Anyone who says they're a girl at any time under this bill, they don't have to be transgender identified. They don't have to have gender dysphoria.
I'm getting there, okay? Let me ask you again, would this bill require women's sports programs to make women compete against men who have gender dysphoria, who identify as a woman?
Yes, anyone who identifies as a woman.
Okay. Would the man who identifies as a woman be required to take chemicals to block his masculinity?
No.
So he could just show up and say, "I want to compete. I'm trans. I'm a male, but I identify as a female."
Yes, that's correct.
And who determines who's transgender in a situation like that?
It's self-identification. So effectively, if he says he's a woman, he's a woman.
Okay. If I'm a parent of a transgender child, and I decline to have my child, a minor, take sex-changing hormones or chemicals or undergo sex-change surgery. How would this bill impact my rights as a parent?
I don't know how it necessarily will, but it would seem that it will make it harder for parents to exercise their own judgment whenever a child says they have gender dysphoria. It would be I think that there will be more danger of coming under pressure and the possibility of losing custody.
Okay. Mr. David, let me ask you a question. How many sexes do you think there are?
How many sexes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a difference between sex and gender identity, if that's what you're getting at.
No, I'm asking biological sexes. How many do you think there are?
Well, I would defer to the medical practitioners, but I think there's been studies showing that if you're talking about sex, sex is defined by many different characteristics, including chromosomes.
Are there more than are there more than two?
You could make that argument that there might be more than two.
Are you making that argument?
Individual.
But are
well,
you?
Senator, I can't ignore the fact that there are individuals who are intersex, and so
I'm just trying to.
It's not binary.
I'm running out of time. Are there more than two sexes, in your opinion?
It's not limited to two.
Okay. That's all I've got, Mr. Chairman.